today?
Friday the 13th, hitting a theater near you conveniently this Friday. And we are talking with one of the stars, Jared Padalecki. You know him from the CW's Supernatural. Also, I remember you most fondly as Rory's boyfriend on The Gilmore Girls. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Friday the 13th, we love these movies, and they never sort of lose their luster, right? So were you always a Jason fan? Did you ever picture yourself taking part in one of these?
You know what? I was always a Jason fan. I mean, I think I saw the first one when I was probably 12 or 13 years old, but I'm a big fan of the genre of horror movies and of thrillers and sci-fi and whatever. And so I was a fan, but I thought that they did kind of start to get a little campy and cheesy, which is fine and fun for what it is, but this totally brings the realism back. Not like there was ever really realism. I mean, there's a big masked killer who's an undead zombie or whatever. But it brings the scares back to where you feel like you're actually there, taking part in what's going on, as opposed to watching a bunch of dumb kids going
run around and scream.
Sheds.
I imagine somebody has to run through the forest in just a bra at some point.
Yeah, that's
in the
me.
movie, right?
That's how I spent most of the movie. That was the audition process. We actually went out to a forest and I put on a bra and ran. It's kind of strange, but I got the role. So
hey, whatever works, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So set up for us. Who are the characters in this movie? Kind of where does it connect to some of the Friday the 13th of the past?
Okay, well, I think one of the key ingredients of a Friday the 13th movie is to have kind of a fun, young, hip, good-looking cast. And so we've got that in myself. And I play a character named Clay, who his sister and a bunch of her friends have gone camping at Camp Crystal Lake, for those who know the series. And obviously they don't come back. And so I go to try and find her and try and track her down. And I run into a group of, young, fun kids who happen to be at this cabin out by Camp Crystal Lake. And then that's where this sort of calamity ensues.
The great part about these movies is there's always sort of a lesson, because it's always the camp counselor who are really ignoring their responsibilities, or the couple who are out frolicking in the woods.
Well, that's how it started. Yeah, I think I remember reading about Friday the 13th. It was like, Jason, he's a good guy. He only kills people who have underage sex and drugs and stuff like that. I love that they're trying to pawn off the Friday the 13th
Let this be a lesson to you kids.
Tale.
See what can happen when you don't do what mom and dad say?
Yeah, mom and dad take your kids to the movie. They'll learn some good morals and ethics.
And enjoy some blood and guts.
And enjoy some blood and guts and a lot of nudity in the process.
There you go. And a horror movie is always a great date movie, because the whole premise being you got to clutch onto that guy next to you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I always try and find the nearest guy and scream. No, horror movies are fun, and there's something fun about. I mean, you can kind of get together and laugh, and you can kind of get together and cry, but rarely do people get together and get scared. It's not something that you just do in your off time. And so there's something nice about going to a movie and being like, hey, let's all get scared together. We all joke around and play games and cry when we're sad, but when do you ever go like, hey guys, let's get scared? And so it's kind of a new, fresh feeling, and it is nice to act tough, because it's just a movie, so you're like, it's okay, you can scream and grab here.
I'm not afraid of this serial killer.
Yeah, you're not afraid of it? Yeah.
It's an adrenaline rush, no question about it.
It is,
Real quickly before we wrap up, let me ask you what's going on with Supernatural.
Okay, well, we're wrapping up season 4. I think we have 4 episodes left to film, and my character Sam is kind of getting a little darker, and Jensen Ackles, my brother Dean on the show, is we're kind of delving more into his angel deal, so to speak, and why they chose him and why they're after him, and how it's going to conflict between he and I. So we're wrapping up strong. We're really proud of this season and can't wait to see where it goes.
Yeah, it is a great show. Well, congratulations to you, Jared Padalecki. Thanks so much for your time joining us live from Los Angeles. Check out Supernatural on the CW, our sister station, and also Friday the 13th in theaters this Friday the 13th. We are taking a break.